What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tay, and today it is a what sold video on eBay. This is going to be nice and quick and probably a little bit tragic. Sales aren't that great today, but hey, it's okay. We are also shipping out some whatnot orders. I did a whatnot auction last night, and that wasn't so great either, if I can be honest. But I can honestly say that I was prepared for the auction not to do so well, just because it was kind of different from the other auctions that I normally put together. I really focused on nothing but hats. We only sold 3 hats, and I had like maybe 30 or 40 listed, which is kind of crazy to me, but hey, it is what it is. Whatnot is just a different breed of sellers or people who actually buy items from you. Yeah, hopefully we can improve on the things that we offer for Whatnot. But we did sell 3 hats. Like it's just a small example. This Instagrow hat, this sold for $5. You can probably get like around 80 bucks for it, maybe, or anywhere between 50 and 80 bucks for it, and it only sold for $5. And I had a few hats like that people could have bought and made a good profit off of, but they just didn't buy them, which is kind of crazy to me. But I mean, it is what it is. And then we sold the Chicago Bulls hat on Whatnot. I think that one got bid for $5 as well. And then we have this Disney hat that got auctioned off for $4, I believe. Not too bad. I mean, we did have some other items that do pretty well. I had some electronics, like some of these little eye search things. These are pretty much GPS systems that you can put on anything and put them anywhere, and you can locate them by an app. I sold a few of those last night too. I mean, again, nothing too great to blow you out the water. My biggest order that I had on Whatnot is probably somebody else bought 3 of the eye search things, the Mickey backpack, and I have like 2 Star Wars backpacks in this bag. I have a few of those backpacks, and I just put one in the auction every time I do one, just to see the different prices they go for. But yeah, I just have all those orders packed up, and now I am packing up my eBay orders. Like I said, we have 3 of these eBay orders going out. The first one is going to be this Mary Poppins book. I got this out of a lot of books. I'm pretty sure I only paid 25 cents for this book, and it sold for $7. I was trying to get $11 for it, but somebody sent me an offer of $7. I went ahead and took the offer, didn't counter or anything like that. They also paid $4.35 to get it shipped. Another item that we got is going to be this Sly Cooper Greatest Hits for the PlayStation. As you can see, the little shine on it, which means it is still brand new and sealed. Something about giving away brand new and sealed games, I don't like it. I want to keep them for myself, but I know that I'll never open them, so it'd be like pointless for me keeping them unless I keep them and hope that the value increases. But I only do that for like certain games. Don't get me wrong, I have like 1 or 2 games that are sealed that I will never open, but hopefully they'll go up in value and be worth a few $1,000s one day. But this game, I was trying to get 40 bucks for it. I sent out a best offer of $37.74, and somebody accepted, and they also paid $5.65 to get it shipped. And this is going to be an international sale. Ever since I turned on my international sales, I have made a lot of sales. I get probably about 2 or 3 international sales per week. So I think that's definitely helping my eBay store. I might have to even go in my eBay store today and just like revamp all my prices, all my offers, what my promoted listings are for, especially on like some of the older items. I just want to be able to generate more sales, especially since today has been a little bit slower for my eBay store than the past 2 or 3 weeks, because the past 2 or 3 weeks my store has been bumping. So I'm having a little slow period just because we're having only 3 sales go out today. This item though probably made me happy to ship out, because I actually purchased this Beats by Dre off of shopgoodwill.com. And one bad thing about shopgoodwill.com is sometimes they won't show you the UPC number. You have to guess exactly what item that you have. So when I took a picture of this and I looked it up, I saw that it was selling for a higher price than what this one actually sells for. So again, if you look at the UPC code and you scan the UPC code, the real price and item will pop up 9 times out of 10 on eBay and Amazon and stuff like that. So when I scanned this, this one popped up obviously, but it was different than what I thought this one actually was. So with that being said, I paid like 30 bucks for this, including shipping. So which means I paid like 20, and then if you add shipping, I have like 30 something dollars into this all in. And then when I got it and checked the comps, I was like, oh man, you can get this thing for like 25 bucks online. Like there's a bunch of people selling them for 25 bucks. So already I paid more than what it was actually worth. But I do have a strategy and I do have a trick. If you ever wonder why there's one person who always seems to sell one item for a higher price than everybody else, I know why. It's because eBay actually promotes that item. And if you ever look on eBay and you see, type in any item, and then normally the first item that you see is gonna say sponsored by eBay or recommended by eBay or whatever. All that is a promoted listing. So eBay is recommending whoever promoted their listing the most. So with that being said, I've just put this bad boy at like 60 bucks, knowing that I was going to take a best offer, and then I promoted it at like 9% when the suggested retail price, when the suggested promoted price was only like 4 point something percent. So I doubled the promoted price to put it in more eyes. So that way, if a buyer out there is like, oh, eBay says that this is the recommended one, or that's the one I'm going to buy. And people do that too. Some people won't even filter it by the cheapest price. They're just going to buy it because eBay says you should buy this item. And that's just like Amazon. Half the people out there who shop on Amazon have no clue Amazon is nothing but third-party sellers. People like me going out, finding these items and sending them into Amazon, and then Amazon is sending the items to them. People really think that they are buying items from Amazon when they buy stuff from Amazon. So just keep that in mind. Like sometimes people, they'll pay extra just because they think whatever company's selling the product is actually promoting that product. So they're like, oh, I'm actually buying it from eBay, or I'm buying it for Amazon. So just keep that in mind. So with that strategy, this item sold for $48.12. I did end up taking a best offer. Somebody sent me an offer of 40 bucks actually, and I just countered at 48.12 to see what happens. And they accepted it. And they also paid $19 in shipping, which I'm just now noticing for the first time. Wow, they paid $19 in shipping, which means I'm gonna profit off the shipping because this bad boy is under a pound. It's really like 13, 14 ounces. So it's only gonna cost me like not even $7. It's gonna cost me like what, $4 or $5 and some change to get it shipped to them first class. So not bad at all. We're gonna profit in shipping. We're gonna profit off the item. Even though it's not a lot of profit, it's gonna be some kind of profit. And I could have went in here with a loss because I've had items before that I definitely made a loss, but not these Beat by Dre. Happy that this one sold, not even gonna lie. And this is really the main reason I decided to do the video today, because again, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I make bad buys. I rush items sometimes. I don't do proper research, apparently, on all of my items sometimes. And sometimes I get bad buys, especially off of shopgoodwill.com. Although we're doing way better than we were in the beginning on shopgoodwill.com. We do a little bit more research, and we just don't take chances on things just because it looks sexy, like the Beats by Dre. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be the last item that we sold. 3 items off of eBay, and then we have 6 orders that we're shipping off of Whatnot. We only made like $30-something off of Whatnot. It was my worst Whatnot experience. Price wise, when it comes to like the profit that I'll make. Yeah, it was definitely bad. I felt bad while I was doing the auction because I was like, oh man, nobody really wants my hats. But there's also another reason that my Whatnot did awful too, but I might do a video about that here. I might do a video about that just to get that off my chest, but that'll be on the main channel. So make sure that you go follow the main channel. And if you don't know, we do have a podcast coming up, and that is from me and my 60 Days In crew. It's going to be called the Prison2Profit podcast. We did run around with some few names, but some names have already been taken. So we're just going to stick with the Prison2Profit because, hey, put that brand out there and why not? But yeah, so make sure that you check out the Prison2Profit Life channel, and that's where the podcast will be, and we hope to see you there, man. We're gonna have so many great guests. It's gonna be just a podcast about our life, daily life, what's going on in the world today. I mean, you know how podcasts go. We're just gonna be a group of 3 people giving our opinions about the world and what we think and our experiences, and we're definitely gonna be talking about a lot of prison reform and things that we can do to improve the prison system. So that being said, if you enjoyed us on the show, you'll definitely enjoy the podcast. So make sure that you come check out the Prison2Profit podcast, and that will be probably coming out towards the end of February. I think our date is like around February 21st, but you know, everything is always subject to change. Just want to make sure that everything goes well with my mother's surgery and everything before we start. And I just don't want to be bogged down with too much. So yeah, when we do start though, it's gonna be pretty dope. So make sure that you go follow that channel, and then make sure that you bless somebody today, because I promise you guys, you already know what time it is. I'm gonna bless somebody tomorrow, but at this point in time, your boy Tay, I'm out.